Hello, good day. How are you all? Well, on this fine day. Not so fine in the UK today. I'm not going to do a face off today. I'm going to do what I call a shave test, edge test. Well, I've got a couple of things new for you today. It's that soap I was talking about, it's turned up. I've got another Crabtree and Evelyn Sandalwood. It's one of the first like puck soaps, wooden puck case, whatever you want to call it, I ever got. But it was just a normal sandalwood Crabtree and Evelyn, and this one's the Mysore. I know nothing about it. I think it's from India. It's got an elephant on it. It's fully NOS. It's still got the little sort of plasticky thing that we're now going to take off. I'm excited to shave with it though, because one of my first moustache waxes was sandalwood. One of my first sort of what I call a proper shaving puck. It weren't the first one that I did on my videos. That was like another sandalwood that I picked up, but I think that was Crabtree. In fact, I'm sure it was. Yeah, so it's cool. I like some of the old stuff. Bit of sandalwood. Just gonna activate the top a little bit when you get a new puck. Sometimes it takes a little while to sort of like activate the puck a bit, so we just get that kind of festering a little bit. I'll just dry my hands, got to touch the box. So today I've managed to do I'm going to do like a series of honing videos. So I've gone from complete sort of bevel set all the way to finishing. It's just going to take me a while to edit it really, and I've used my scope as well, and I'm going to mix that in, marry it in and edit it, and so God knows how long it's going to take me, man. But it's a CV, Mr Carl Victor. It's one of my favourite razors. I'll say that a lot, and it's because I've got a lot of favourite razors, man. There's a lot of good razors out there, but this is truly, I think, one of the best razors ever made. It's an MK.32. It's the second one that I've ever managed to nab. I've kind of paid what I'd call full price for this nearly. It's definitely not on the cheap. It's in pretty fine fettle. It measures about 20. I've tapped that up today as well. There we go. It's annoying. I have tapped that up today. It's going to go again. See if we can go a little bit wider. No, it's quite a heavy blade. It's basically 20 mil. So it might be missing 1 mil. The homeware that's on it is mainly from me today. It's a fine razor, but we'll see how it performs basically. So like I said, I did a little shave series. Well, I say little. I'm going to put it into parts because otherwise it won't be little. I'm not sure how long it's took me, but it was definitely more than a couple of hours. But we've gone from bevel set to, well, on the 2000, because when I use my 1000, I call that a rough bevel set on the Shapton Pros. My true bevel settings on my 2000. We went to 5000, but we had to briefly go back to 2000 because we weren't quite hitting the very apex of the bevel. And then back to 5000, and then 8000 to 12,000, and then to the finishing level 5 JNAP with the slurries. And I actually used Nagora that I've got from one of my old JNETs that I've no longer got, that was a level 4, which was a tremendously performing stone. In a way, I wish I never sold it, but I had to recoup my costs in some way. Can't just keep hundreds of pounds worth of stones lying around. I'm not a rich man. Mysore India Sandalwood. Don't smell much different from the other sandalwood I had. Not that I was expecting any real difference, but it lavers up quite nice in the balm. It lavers up a little bit better, like visually, than my Captain Fawcett's. Yeah, I can't smell no difference. Generally though, when you get especially like an old stock soap, it take a few swirls before it kind of really truly gets going and the scent gets going and everything. But I didn't buy it because it was Mysore. I bought it just because I wanted a sandalwood again. I've got 2 days growth. The other 2 razors perform well. The MK.31 and the Taylor Witness. 2 days growth, can't tell any difference. A couple of hours later you could still tell that the CV got it a little bit tighter and whatnot. But nothing in it, not really. Show you some other features of this razor. It's got some gimping on the top that's a bit different from some razors. It's almost a bit like the Gotter, a little bit. Well, actually no, it's not, because that comes in from the side. But then you've got the old thumb notch. So if you've never honed with a thumb notch like this, it always feels a bit different in your hand. It's something to get used to. With stropping as well, it is something to get used to, because if you're just not used to the thumb notch, it just feels different in your fingers. So all the signals to your brains are slightly different and whatnot. But it's nothing that you don't get used to. The more you do it, like my fingers don't even recognise it anymore. But I've had thumb notch MK in all of their iterations for a while now. Just getting a bit more lava. There's always a bit of a learning curve as well when you get a new soap. Yeah, still can't smell the difference. But instantly it looks good. The old Crabtree and Evelyn's are considered some really good pucks. I'm not even sure whether they still make these. Paid quite a lot of money for it really. But hey, I said I weren't going to collect pucks, shaving soaps, and I think I'm nearly 10 now. I never thought I'd get 10. I've probably got over 10 years worth of pucks. Yeah, I reckon I have probably got about 10 now. I've got a spare Crabtree, no sorry, Captain Fawcett's. That's good lava though, straight away. That's with me, like, not working it too much. It's still a mild sandalwood, but sandalwood's not a smell that sort of hits you in the face anyway. Seems like it's going to stick around in the brush for the next pass. Yeah, it's nice lava though, it's coming up well. I'm not an expert at lavering really. Like, I do care for it, but it's not something I care for really. I'm in it all for the steel. Right, let's have a little looky, little touch. Well, she's like butter, my friends. This was popping hairs after stropping and whatnot, all over the blade. without a doubt, they are one of the best razors ever made. I've never been lucky enough to nab an MK.32, and I probably never will be. I was in the hunt once, and only once in sort of 10 plus years, and gee whiz, it went over £500. And I was probably ready up to about 300, and at the time that was all my savings. But unless it was a full-on custom razor that was made for you, I don't think I could ever pay that. But whoever got it got a very fine razor, because it was near mint. Well, it weren't near mint actually, but it was full size, and you could tell with a bit of polish and whatnot. Getting me old bum chin. You know, people talk about the fillies and stuff, but I think this is where it's at really. As I'm getting older, I have to be ever so more slightly careful around my ear, especially the part, not just this part here, it's not that part, it's just here. It's where your skin just gets a slightly bit more looser. MK.32. Just marvellous razors. It's got a little belly to it. It's not like a pronounced belly, but there was a few times, like when I do my videos, if you want to check out the belly, you can kind of see it in the reflection when I was doing my V-strokes on the little paddle strops I made, like little strops. That's when I could really see the little belly on it basically, but you can barely feel it. It's not saying, I can feel it, but it's not a pronounced belly or anything. Well, that's first pass, it was lovely. I'm very, very pleased with that edge. It's had a little bit more special attention than sort of just my bog standard, we'll call it, edges. Like I said, it's had the Nagora of my old Jaina, which I don't often do unless it's one of my razors. Does it add anything? Oh, pass. I'll have to do a lot more tinkering, I reckon, to really judge it. But what I do know is it's a nice little slurry stone. That's a bit too much. It's like I always say, like when you get a new soap, there's definitely a learning curve between too wet, too dry. Yeah, I like it though. First try, that's a good soap, man. I'm quite critical of my soaps really. You know, I've got some bloody tack ones. Just have a little feel. It's quite tight. First pass. You could just stop it there and go on with your day. But like most of us, we like to get a bit tighter. against the grain. I think you can hear that getting the ears, can't you? There weren't too much left behind. It's alright, I just thought I shaved off some of my tash. It's no drama, but always grows back. Weird, even after, like, over the years, I'm actually getting better, it feels, with my left hand when I'm going that way with my cheek. With this hand I feel a bit, oh, what's going on? Well, I've got a big nick there from it. Nice. Well, that's job done. I'm happy with that. She's a lovely razor. It's another one that I've sorted out, and it's nearly back to its full pomp, that one. Can't believe I've got to tighten up the pivot again. That's had 2 goes, that is. But sometimes when you polish a razor, like this one's only been hand polished, but I always make sure I get a good bit of polish in the pivot, and that alone sometimes can really kind of free it up. But it needed it, like. Yeah, there's like sort of that kind of black, well, marking that you get from the polish. Let's give it a quick whirl on the old strop to see if you can hear it stringing a bit. What's it stringing? Singing a bit. She's got a nice old ring to it. Yeah, she's been a few months in the making, that one, but it's shaved nice. Let's see what we've been left with. I can feel that that's quite a tight shave, if you know what I mean. Oh, I think it's definitely took my dead skin off, let's put it that way. Yeah, even a little problem area is nice and tight. Right, lovely. That's it. Well, that razor will be featuring in my little series that I'm going to end up doing as well, but it's going to take me a while editing it, and I've got 2 videos that I've got to basically go through and join up and put together and then split them into sections. I'll probably just do it in sections of stones because it makes the most sense really, doesn't it? But I've got to put my microscope to my camcorder kind of set up. But we get there. Be the first time doing it, so I've downloaded a little video editing thing. I might talk to a couple of people to see how I do like a heading kind of thing. I don't even know what it's called, so if anybody wants to help, just message me. Alright, lovely jubbly. I'll see you again soon maybe. And remember, a good day can start with a good shave. Toodaloo.